Good afternoon, Eastern North Carolina. I'm your first alert meteorologist, Russell James. As we go through the rest of the afternoon, temperatures are actually going to hold steady, generally into the upper 70s, but about to get up to 78 degrees this afternoon under plentiful sunshine. In fact, those temperatures will peak sometime around 2 to 3 o'clock, and then we'll eventually cool things back down into the upper 50s as we head into the evening hours for tonight. Right now in New Bern, we're sitting into the middle 70, 74 degrees with a southwesterly breeze at around 10 miles an hour. Dew point sitting around 50. So, and it's a fairly nice afternoon for most of us here across the east. However, as we look over the past few days, we did make it up into the mid 70s, and it looks like we're going to make a run for that this afternoon. However, we haven't seen much rain lately. In fact, the last measurable precipitation we did have, at least across some parts of eastern North Carolina, was around Halloween. And the reason behind that, we basically have high pressure that's mainly parked across the east and keeping conditions nice and dry here, and has even caused, in some cases, a little bit of abnormally dry conditions to build across some parts of our area. Even some moderate drought now beginning to appear across portions of the Outer Banks, and it begins to worsen as you head across western North Carolina. And then when you look at the rest of the country, certainly across the southeastern United States here, we're seeing severe to extreme amounts of drought. And under the current atmospheric conditions that we do have, with a ridge of high pressure certainly in control of our weather, we've got something known as a zonal flow that's starting to set up here. So we've got a lot of low pressure systems mainly moving to the north of us, keeping us dry, and it's going to be the case here as we go over the coming days, certainly going through the rest of your Tuesday, and then even going into your Wednesday and the first part of your Thursday as well. Once we get into Friday, a jet stream will start to move a little bit closer towards the south, and it will allow for some moisture to move into eastern North Carolina as we get into your Friday and Saturday. However, we'll have drier air moving back into the picture once we go into portions of next week, which means looking at rain chances over the next 7 days, talking about isolated to widely scattered, certainly towards the end of the weekend. So we're not talking about a washout, but more so cloud cover sticking around, maybe a few sprinkles here and there, but nothing to be too concerned about. Overall, over the next few days, temperatures remaining into the upper 70s and lower 80s, overnight lows into the 50s. But once we get towards by the weekend here, that jet stream will get a little bit closer. We'll have a disturbance coming through, dropping temperatures down into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees, and so you might need a heavy jacket just in case. And then going to Sunday night and also Monday night as well, those overnight lows will be into the upper 30s.